So, congratulations, qualifying for Fishomania.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant, pal. Now, I've got 6 questions, a couple of bouncers and a couple of softballs. So, right,
Take it easy on me.
I'm going to start with the first one, draw, day before.
Yeah.
You've got Andy Bennett one side and you've got Andy Power the other. You laid in bed, what are you thinking?
Well, why are they either side of me to start with, I suppose?
Well, as long as I don't snore and don't keep you awake.
Yeah, I'm assuming you mean next peg. They're not in bed with me, are they? No.
Yeah.
Still there to win, aren't you, I suppose?
Yeah.
Anyone who's in that final can fish. They've all won a 120 peg match. They're all there. They're all there to win. Doesn't matter who's drawn next to you. You're there to win. Everyone's capable. So just go fish your match, get on with it, fish the methods that you've obviously practiced, worked on, what you think's going to win. Just go there and fish your match. You can't let other people bother you because you beat them before you start if that type of thing happens.
Of course you have, yeah. And I know it's been 15 years since your very first Fishomania, so going back a few years now. Have you changed as an angler, or is that going to change your approach leading into this final?
First of all, can we let everyone know I'm not that old? I was young when I first qualified.
So was that 20?
So,
20-ish?
18.
18, is that what it is? 18?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, not that old. But anyway.
It's your fifth final, isn't it? It's your fifth final?
Fifth Fishomania one,
Brilliant, great.
Been lucky enough to qualify for quite a few different finals over the years.
Yeah.
But as I've changed as an angler, it's like anything, isn't it? Experience. Gain experience in fishing different venues, on different days, in different conditions. As you get older, you gain more and more knowledge. Obviously, you get to a certain point in your fishing career, which, like I said, still young, long way off
obviously.
it. But eventually get to a point where your physical abilities probably start to let you down, despite you having all the knowledge. Luckily, I'm not at that point yet. You might not be far off. So I think I've changed as an angler, gained a lot more knowledge, a lot more confidence, I suppose. I can go there, know that what I'm doing is right, know that I can compete, and although I haven't managed to win yet, hopefully this will be the time. A little bit more prepared than I used to be. Gone are the days of falling out of a nightclub and going fishing the next day. I'll never be the most prepared angler in the world. It's just not the way I am.
Well, that leads me on to my next question. Have you started preparing your gear, or bait choice, tactics? Have you been collecting information?
Never stopped tying rigs yet. No, I haven't done anything yet, to be honest. It's a fair way off. 8, 9, 10 weeks, whatever it is.
A couple of months away, innit?
Got a festival to go on next week. Once that's out of the way, I'm going to start looking at maybe sorting a bit of gear, go and have a little go. I think Westwood's going to be a hard one to practice for, to be honest, because the venue itself is that solid. When you go to a big carp venue to practice, you can almost sort of pick things up with methods. I think Westwood's that solid. It'll be hard to learn much when it's not match conditions, because there's so many fish. You could almost struggle to get your bait in the water, as daft as it sounds.
Yeah.
So I'll probably try and book on as many matches as I can.
Yeah.
Start my prep then, really. Tie a few rigs. Obviously, you basically know what you want. You want some shallow rigs, you want some rigs for fishing in the edge and across. A few for the deep waters, not loads to do. Once you get there, I'll make sure the elastics I've got are dead right. I'll switch them about a bit and just fine-tune my tackle a little bit. But most of it's what you're using week to week in your normal fishing.
Yeah.
Just because it's a big match, there's a lot at stake, a lot of money to win, big prize to win, obviously the accolades and the award. It's still just another match. You're still fishing for the same fish, fishing to catch the same ways. Just need to make sure you have got everything you need to have, maybe just a little bit more. You don't want your gear letting you down on a big occasion.
I mean, will you contact anybody leading up to it, some of the local experts, or will you, will you go down with some lads and the lads who are fishing the final, will you?
I think speaking to locals will always help. I'll have a chat when I'm there to people, but it's a different event, isn't it? It'll fish slightly different, and I don't ever like to go anywhere and try and copy how the locals are fishing. I'd rather go, get my own way of fishing, and figure out how I would like to approach the venue, or I feel like the venue needs to be approached. I'll get some help off some friends. A few people will come down and practice with me. Might even try and drag you along at some point. I might drag you along at some point. I'm sure you'll figure a thing or two out that'll help. So I'll go down with a few different people. I'll get a little bit of help.
I think that's one of your strengths, to be honest with you. From watching you over the years and recently, obviously getting together, is like you've got a lot of natural ability, and just be able to turn up to a venue and work it out yourself, which is some people find that quite difficult. Even some of the top anglers, information is key to them. Where I think one of your strengths is, like you say, you take your own. You put your own spin on it, you mix it up yourself, and you'll find your own method come the day.
I mean, I think it's going back to the thing of, if you try and copy someone, I don't really know how you're meant to beat them.
Yeah.
You're trying to do what they already do, and they've done it for a long time.
Yeah.
You need to go and take any bits of advice and any things you could pick up off people, and put your own twist on them and do things your own way.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can sort of try and make yourself stand out and put yourself ahead of everyone else, which obviously you're only there to win on the day. You need to try and put yourself in the position to win.
Yeah. So the actual venue itself, Snake Lakes, probably the first time I can remember thinking that he's holding an event something like this, as big as a Fishomania.
Yeah.
How do you actually predict it fishing on the day? Because obviously, we're used to big open lakes.
Yeah, big question. Wish someone could tell me the answer. Personally, I think there'll be bites to be had. That's for certain. Loads and loads of fish in Westwood. Now, I know when you go on an open match, you're looking at maybe £200 winning. I can't see it being like that.
Okay.
Could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I would prefer it to be an out-and-out fish race. Everyone catching one a chuck. I think that style of fishing would suit me.
Suits you, yeah.
Don't think it'll be like that. I don't know what. That's my phone gone.
That's okay.
I don't know how the match is going to be pegged. Pressure of cameras, pressure of crowds. Not sure F1s really love the pressure, so I think it'll be more difficult than what it'd be in an open match. But I think there'll be loads of fish to be caught, and I think we could end up with a really tight final. It wouldn't surprise me to see £10 between first and sixth.
It's going to be difficult for the fish to back away, haven't they? What's one big thing with these finals, isn't it? Fish back away when there's a bit of pressure on them, where they've only got 12, 13, 14 metres to back away to, where you can still fish, you can still put some bait in front of the faces.
And it makes you think then, are the fish going to be pushed across to the far bank where it's further away but the water's shallower, there's not as much volume of water for them to hide in, and they're going to be down the middle where there's maybe not as much distance between the commotion and the fish, but a bit more water for them to feel safe. Not really any massive features. I know there's an odd area, and maybe if you're next to one of them, that's something the fish could gather around. It's all a little bit unknown, but I think you just got to draw on your experiences from over the years and see how you think it'll go. My personal opinion, without having really fished the venue, just going from the weights that are in the open matches and how the pressure might affect it, I'm thinking you may be going fishing for £70–80 to win, but it could easily still be brilliant and £170 could win. So massive unknown that no one will know until the day.
And finally, bank runner. I know Nick's you and Nick are great friends. I'm sure Nick's going to be sat with you. What are you actually looking for from Nick on the day?
Company.
Company.
Yeah, to be honest, no. Someone just
keeping you chilled. There's nobody
chilled
better
out.
than Nick to keep you chilled.
Exactly, most chilled out man you'll ever meet. Just sort of keeping a little eye on what's going on, little things you might have missed, and if you get to the point maybe later in the match you're really in contention, you're up there, things are close, probably someone to just keep you a little bit grounded, keep you calm, don't let you get overly nervous, overly worried. To be honest, I'm not the type of person to get massively nervous, massively worried, but it's nice to have someone there sat at the side of you who knows you, knows you really well, can have that effect on you, can just calm you down, chill you out a little bit. And then obviously help a little bit tactical wise. You can only ever fish your own match, but it's nice to just have someone to bounce your ideas off a little bit. Just mention to them what you think's happening. I'm going to try this, what do you think? And so there's a lot that can help with, but at the end of the day, you're the one sat on the box, you're the one who's got to do the fishing.
Brilliant. Well, that's brilliant. So just gives you an idea of how Adam's going to approach this final, so best of luck. Yeah,
thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see some of you there on July the 23rd, and hopefully I might be holding a big check, but if not, it's bound to be a great day out. Hopefully plenty of people can come along and watch, loads of spectators there, lots going on, and fingers crossed, loads of fish being caught.
Good luck to everybody.